Welcome to another edition of our YouTube channel, Southeast Asia Vibes, The Good Life. My name is Victor, a former resident of New York who now lives in beautiful and tropical Southeast Asia. I just got fed up with the high crime, cold winters, and rat race of New York City. I now live the life of my dreams here in Southeast Asia and Philippines and have lived or traveled all over Southeast Asia, such as Cambodia, Thailand, Laos, Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, etc. As long as you know what you are doing, you too can live the life of your dreams here in this tropical paradise at literally 90% cheaper than what you would pay in, let's say, Miami or Hawaii with the same high standard of living. However, if you don't know what you are doing, it could mean a quick one-way ticket back home. As an expert and somebody who has lived or traveled all over Southeast Asia, I receive many emails daily from people who want to move here and escape the rat race, and they ask for my guidance. A lot of other YouTube videos, they tend to sugarcoat everything because they want views, so they are not being totally honest with you. Now, I don't charge for my advice, but many people still feel very grateful as I take the time to answer all their questions, either by email or by a WhatsApp phone call. So they usually really, just insist, for lack of a better word, just to make a small donation of any amount, just to support the channel. You can do so above in the description box. My email is there. Let's get started. In today's video, we're going to discuss why Boracay is totally overpriced. Boracay Island here in the Philippines, and why there's a much better alternative or alternatives. Now, let me tell you, I don't like places that are crowded. Okay, for example, when I was living before in Honolulu, I lived in Waikiki, the tourist area, which was, of course, the most crowded part of the whole island of Oahu. And besides Waikiki, even Honolulu is a very big city. It's quite crowded at times. And but Waikiki was definitely the most crowded. And so I used to often, go to other places in Hawaii, the other Hawaiian islands, just to get away from the crowds, or go to the other side of Oahu Island to escape the crowds of Waikiki. What you have here in Boracay is the exact same type of scenario. Number one, totally overpriced. Hotels go for over $200 a night, right? And it's just so. And besides that, it's way too crowded. Just way too crowded. I want more of a local vibe without all those tourists. Okay, I don't like so many people. I just want to get away from all that. And that's one of the reasons why I left New York. So besides Boracay, I can tell you the top place that comes to mind is Panglao Island here in the Philippines. It's in Visayas, in Bohol, and very near to Tagbilaran City. Now, a few years ago, you needed to fly into Tagbilaran Airport, which has now closed, and it is replaced by the new Bohol Panglao International Airport. And Panglao Island is just very near, just a few miles from there. Now, hotels in Panglao Island, if you compare to Boracay, the difference is just startling. Like there's this one hotel, if I remember correctly, I'm just trying to recall the name. What was the Bohol Zen Spa Hotel, which is like about $35. And let me tell you also that the quality of these hotels is very good. We're not talking about some hole in the wall. These are Western style hotels, okay? You can get hotels in Panglao Island for $35 as opposed to $200, what you would pay in Boracay. All right, there's a lot of selection of restaurants and hotels on Panglao Island, but simply speaking, it's just far less crowded. You have more than enough hotels, restaurants, that you have a good selection of food that you can eat, and it's just no comparison. It's a no-brainer. Another hotel that comes to mind is called Panglao Alona Suites, And for that one, I think I paid about 1,800 pesos per night, which is like what, 35 US dollars. Beautiful hotel, cable TV, air conditioning, really comfortable bed, big room. I can guarantee you a room at Panglao Alona Suites will cost you $200 in Bohol. Sorry, in Boracay. And in Panglao, you're only paying 35, $200 to $35. Okay. As far as what you can do in Panglao Island, often when you're on, let's say, Alona Beach in Panglao, you might have the whole beach to yourself. So, I mean, I cannot stress enough that when it comes to Philippines and places like Boracay, you can get the exact same thing. In fact, Alona Beach on Panglao Island is often referred to as the mini Boracay by locals. The only thing it's missing is the ridiculous crowds and the high prices. It is actually referred to by locals as the mini Boracay. So when you come here to Philippines, you have to know where to go. You can get the exact same thing for far, far less. That's it for this edition of Southeast Asia Vibes, The Good Life. Until next time, take care, everybody.